Well, look at that. Kapla, McGill, Habakabaka. McGill got his custom grit stage 1 and 2 crayons on Friday. Nice. Al says first after people have been talking for a while. Waldrop's here. Peterson's here. Oh, don't ban people. Chili Man's here. Kyle is here. Look at this. Hey. I'm just going to scroll back and see where I'm at. Oh. Could be watching Matthias dig through another dumpster to find wood for projects. It's true. You could be doing that instead of being here. I think. I don't pay attention to what that guy does. He's going to go watch J&D Creations while you wait. Does he have anything new? I'm waiting on a specific video from Mr. J&D Creations. I think Scott's already seen it because apparently it is on his Patreon page already. And I think Scott is a patron of Jack's. But yeah, that's going to be a fun one, I think. He is not a fan of American Black Walnut. He sent me a message saying, "Oh my God, I hate this. Why do you like this?" And so we had a little video chat about what's the problem? And he was angry. That was funny. How's everybody doing? Oh, I saw Tony Lopez. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Oh, we're going to try to make a couple of snowmen. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're going to try to make a snowman ornament tonight. I'm trying to get ahead. At this point, I don't really even think I can call it getting ahead of getting stuff ready for Christmas market. But some markets I'm starting like 2 weeks out, and this one I'm starting 5. So that's getting ahead for me. Last year, these things went over really, really well. And so we're gonna make a couple of those. Well, I'm gonna make a few of those for the market. Tonight we're gonna start on at least one. I got my blanks prepped. I nipped the corners off on the table saw. We're gonna, instead of American Black Walnut, Jax's favorite wood, I'm gonna use a piece of this Peruvian walnut that I had left over from, if you guys remember, the knife block that I made last year, probably around this time. It's what I had in an 8/4 that was dark for hats. Last time I glued up 4/4 in a stack. This year, well, I would do that again, but if I wanted to do it on the show tonight, I didn't have time to glue up stacks and have the glue be ready for tonight. So we're going to do Peruvian walnut tonight for hats and maple bodies. And I don't know where anything is. I can't find my 1/8" drill bit, my 1/8" brad point drill bit to drill the hole for the nose. So I got a non-brad point 1/8" drill bit. I don't like using, what are they called when they're not brad points and they're like this kind of point that's not going to focus? Like they just go kind of like that. I don't like using those. I like the brad point because it grabs first and then keeps the drill where you want it. And I don't know. We might just skip nose, and I'll just go get a new brad point drill bit for the nose later. Jobber bits. Is that what they call them in Australia? These little jobber bits. They suck, basically. So might skip noses, might not even get to nose. We might just like Take one of these, make a few bodies out of it. How many bodies do you figure I can get out of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, probably 4. Make some bodies. Drill it out with. I don't. The 1/8 inch brad is the smallest one that I have, or that I used to have. In my Ryobi multi-bit kit, the smallest one it came with was an 1/8, so not ideal. But we'll get the point across. We'll at least get a start on some SNOWMAN tonight, so that I can continue being ahead of things for market. Since the hat comes from other wood, you should be able to get 5. I was measuring like from here though. Could do like actual measuring. These guys, I mean, they also don't need to be this big either. These guys are about 2 1/4 inches tall before the hat. This thing is 13 inches long, 2 1/4, 4 1/2, 6 3/4, 9. Yeah, maybe. Measure, yeah, measure. We'll see. We'll just play it by ear. It's just scrap, maple and scrap Peruvian walnut. It's not really scrap when it comes out of a 2x8 that's like 3 feet long. A 2x8 3-foot long piece of Peruvian walnut. Most people don't call that scrap. Doctor released me finished therapy today and have 94% of your flexibility back. Hooray for Paul's back. That's awesome. 94% is a pretty damn high percent. I don't even have 95% of my flexibility just from being old. Like, I think I'm at like 70% of my flexibility. That, well, when are we talking though? When I was 24, I have lost at least 40% of my flexibility since then. You might have Nicole visiting this week. Nicole, Wood Whisperer Nicole? I don't. It's the only Nicole I can think of in terms of what referencing this show. Oh, subtropical storm Nicole. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to think. Like, the only Nicole in the woodworking world that I know is Mark Spagnolo's wife. I could do a little bit of show and tell. If you were here last week, you know that I ordered some knife blanks. Before you make it into a knife, but it's already the metal part of the knife. Is that the knife blank? That I was thinking I might make into Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knives. Here's the knives. They are, let's measure. Tip to tail, 5 3/4. They do fit nice like this. I want there to be a little fingy recess right there. And if this steel is easily grindable, if I could just easily, maybe even on the oscillating belt sander, if I could just go into the belt sander and put a little bit of a fingered nubbin right in there, This might become the Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knife. It marks really nice. They're sold as 2-inch paring knives, but I think a little finger divot right there, and we are set to put a scale on there and get it all nice and finished and engrave a logo and have Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knives. They sold by the pair. If you buy 2, they are. Should do a discount. Anyway, that's the update on that. I also got some, these ones are not going to be marking knives. I got some Chef 8-inch chef knife blanks. See if I can get the camera. Hey, there's, oh, it's like, it's a me within a me within a me. Look at that. That I'm going to hopefully have on the market table if I can put some scales on those and get them finished up. And I got the bits to put in the holes. I don't know terms for things. You guys aren't new. You know that I don't know terms for things. I got the dealies to put in the holes. Holes. So that's upcoming, theoretically. Shop stool still needs to get done by the end of the year. Pin stock. That's what I got. Tyler says it's called pin stock. It's just 1/8 inch, either steel or actually the marking knives are going to take like, what is this, 3/32. I got brass or stainless steel. I also got a new cabinet scraper from Veritas. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago. It was before I even knew that the factory seconds sale was coming on, I think. Maybe. But I was like, my number 80 cabinet scraper has never had the thumb screw that flexes the blade. So it's not ideal. And I said, if I ever saw a Veritas cabinet scraper on during the Veritas factory seconds or manufacturer defect sale, that I was going to buy one. So I did. And while I was there buying that, I bought a low angle smoothing plane. Because if there's one thing I need, it's more hand planes. If there's anything I need in my life, that's it. It's more hand planes. Are you going to peen the pins or just use epoxy glue? I don't know what peening the pins means. Actually, I could probably figure it out by what you're talking about. It's like squidgy. You squid, you like mushroom the ends so that they stay. No, I'm epoxying them in. They do sell like knife rivets, but then I think you need like a special knife rivet peener, probably. A rivet peener. That's funny. That's a funny thing to say. I don't know. I've never made a knife. These are going to be my first knives. Settle down. Okay? I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Don't come here to learn. I think I've made that clear. The video of me making these knives is probably also going to make it clear to people that I don't know what I'm doing. But the cool thing about these ones is I can literally just use pen blanks for the scales on these, because they are almost exactly the right dimension. So I could use all kinds of cool woods. And the first one, my personal one, which is going to be the first one that I make, is going to be red mallee burl from my friend Scott, because that pen that I made out of that stuff is still my favorite pen that I've ever made. And having a red mallee burl marking knife, yes please. I could make a pen out of the little sea critter blank that Paul sent. Watch Forged in Fire and you can see how to put the handles on. I think it'll be more fun to just do it. I've seen, like, not like knife makers, but like I've seen Peter Brown make knives. I've seen, who else? Just like regular maker people. They just epoxy them together. They just seem okay with that. Why wouldn't I be okay with that? Is that a bad way to do it? To just epoxy the pins in through the holes? What's wrong with that? I could probably get away with Star Bond on the whole thing. I think it'd be fine. Got confirmation today that I do, in fact, have a box of the Star Bond sandpaper on its way. So that'll be fun to play with. Yeah. So, like, a little bit of show and tell. What else did I get in that? I got some more bottle stopper kits in that batch of stuff. I got, these things, I don't even understand. Hold on, I can't read them. Maybe I just need to read more closely. That's probably the case. I probably just need to read more closely. But these bottle stopper or bottle openers, why would you not make these so that this, the screw in part is the same as bottle stoppers? Why would you not make this the same as this? Why would you not? It's the same diameter. Why would you not make it the same thread? Because I want to be able to use my little insert, my pound in screw insert things for, but no, you can't. So I've got a bunch of these that I'm probably never going to make because I suck at tapping wood. You know, the 3/8 inch 16 TPI tap you need for this thing. So I'm probably never going to make these. And I've got like 10 of them. It's for opening metric bottles. Yeah, metric bottles can suck it. No, it's a TPI. It's a tooth per inch. It's not metric anything. Dumb. But it is what it is. Now I've got like 10 bottle opener kits that I'm probably never going to use unless I can find an insert that's 16 TPI or whatever. Because I'm not good at tapping wood. I don't like tapping wood. Just drill a hole and epoxy it in. Yeah, I mean, there's that. I guess you just over drill it and fill it with epoxy and just It's an option. I don't know. It's better than just letting them sit here and do nothing, I guess. Maybe. Is it? I guess. It's not like you'd be taking it out, putting it in the dishwasher. It's a bottle opener. Why does it need to screw in anyway? That's actually, it's not a terrible idea. Just epoxy it in. Because, like, you're never washing a bottle opener. Really? Does anybody wash a bottle opener? Like, you need to be able to take it out of the handle and put it in the dishwasher? I've never washed a bottle opener. I've been alive for like 43 years. Get another beer. We'll chat some more. Threads will grip the epoxy. Yeah, the epoxy will definitely fill the gap. I could just oversized drill it and just in it goes. Wipe it up. Done. It does have a seat. Like it, yeah, it would be fine, I think. Maybe I'll just do that. Good call. But I was super disappointed when I just tried for probably, let's face it, too long to get it to screw into the little brass insert things that the bottle stoppers use. I'm turning on the dishwasher. Do you have all the bottle openers in there? Yeah, could you go around and just collect all the bottle openers? I'm going to run the dishwasher. Let's make sure we get them all. Just epoxy it in, idiot. Good call. I was like super disappointed. I'm like, well, I just wasted X number of dollars on these. Didn't even think, well, just oversize the hole and fill it with epoxy. Or Starbond. Might take a little more Starbond than you want to use. But half a pump of West Systems and away you go. It's the shelf life on West Systems. I gotta be. That jug of West Systems is the first and only jug of West Systems I've ever bought, so it's probably like 6 years old. Is it gonna go bad? Like, it's two separate pumps, so it's not like they're gonna solidify. I don't know what the shelf life is like on West Systems epoxy. Is that all the show and tell I have? Oh, I got. While I was shopping at William Woodwright, there was a random 10 exotic pen blanks on sale. So I've got. Not sure if I'm going to know what all these are. This one says brown mallee. Is that from down your way, Scott? Is that a relation of red mallee? I imagine it probably is. SG? S. I would say that's SG. Not sure. It's very yellow and stripy. Got Pow. Got ZE. That's got to be zebra wood. Yeah, that's definitely a zebra wood. Got TE. Teak, maybe? Got FB map. Figured Baltic maple. I don't know, maybe FB map. It does look like a maple. Got Carwa. No idea. This is black palm. So this is not wood at all. This is a grass. Got bloodwood and then the brown mallee. Okay. Random. Maybe these are knife scales. Canary wood? What is canary wood? Carwood? Canary wood? Doesn't look anything like the canary wood I have up on the shelf. They label their wood like I do, under the influence. Yeah, they got a drunk guy in the back going, Carwood! Anyway, some random interesting pen blanks. They were cheap. I think they were, the 10 pack I think was $12 or $15 or something on sale. I was like, why not throw them in while you're getting other stuff? Carving wood. That's what it's from, the carving tree. In East Africa. They have that carving tree. Anyway, did I get anything else? I probably got other things. I think that was just about it. Oh, knock the corners off my blanks to get them started. Now that I have a cleaned out table saw. The most full my table saw has ever been. Some of you know what I'm talking about because I made a post on Patreon and I sent a couple of photos to some people like right after it happened. I was like, oh my God, look what my table saw looked like. The most full my table saw has ever been. But now that it's cleaned out and it's not spitting sawdust back out of the throat plate at me, I ripped down these blanks and I tilted to 45 and I knocked the corners off them. Try to make at least get a start on a few snowmen tonight so I can keep being ahead of the game on market stuff. Anybody else got any news? I'm good to just chill for a bit before we get turning. I'm pretty disappointed that I can't find that 1/8 inch brad point drill bit. The kit came with 2. Can't find either one. And I know I didn't snap any of them. Oh, one's at work. I brought one down to work to do a cribbage board on the Glowforge. Marked it out. Then I was going to drill out the holes. That's where one of them is. Tyler Pearson's got beard combs for sale with profits going into Movember. We need a link or something. No, you can't do a link. Head over to TP Guitars on Instagram. And hopefully he'll have a post up there with his beard combs that are for sale, benefiting Movember. What's the actual charity that they're going to, Tyler? Because Movember is like a movement. It's not a charity. Do you have a particular place that your profits are going towards? Bill Krulik picked up a jet mini lathe for $50 at pawn shop in Crossville, Tennessee. Nice. That's a good score, my friend. Stupid Georgia. But it's fine. Still above expectations for the volunteers this year. Let's put it that way. Being split between two buddies in the Guitar Builders Collective towards their Movember campaigns. Okay. Beckham's here. Look out. Everybody duck. I don't know. Somebody asked, what are we making tonight? We're going to at least start on some snowman ornaments for the upcoming Christmas market in December. December 10th and 11th is my own one and only Christmas market I'm doing this year. And I'm trying to get ahead on things instead of just crushing things out for a week or two before the market. So we're going to at least turn some parts of some snowman ornaments tonight. Maybe we'll just do one tube. We'll do one tube of bodies and a tube of hats. And we'll glue the hats to the bodies. And that might be all we do tonight. Stuff, by the way, if you've never worked with Peruvian walnut, it is the worst smelling wood that I have ever used. I can't even explain it's you know what it is? It's like if, say, like a large mammal of some kind. Let's say like a rhinoceros. Say a rhinoceros ate a bag of hockey equipment. This smells like if that rhinoceros got the farts from that bag of used hockey equipment. When you cut it, that's what it smells like. It smells like the indigestion caused by a rhinoceros eating hockey equipment, like used, unwashed hockey equipment. Start with some bodies. Let's get something done tonight. Or we'll get something. We'll do something tonight. I don't know if we'll get anything done, but we will do something. Can you be more specific about the smell? I mean, I could find a different analysis, like a different comparison. If that one's not working for you, we could figure out another one. Can you just not, you can't picture what that would smell like? Is that the problem? Get this down, try to catch those spurs. I can just keep crushing it in till we're catching those spurs. I think we're catching them now. Too generic of a description. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of stuff smells like a rhinoceros indigestion from used hockey equipment. So, well, I mean, if a lot of stuff smells like that, then you know exactly how not this stuff, the Peruvian walnut smells. It's a pretty. It's as specific as I can get. How's that? Oh, we're in top gear still. Good to know. That's close enough to round for that chunk. This is way too long a piece to be doing all in one set of bodies. I'm going to call it 4, and we're going to split it in half and do it 2 and 2, because even if I get that up in the truck, I got to drill out their head to get the hat on. And that hanging out of a chuck and trying to do things this way is not going to work. Yeah. And it's convenient because there's a big knot almost dead center on this thing anyway. Let's chop it right there. This thing cuts way too good. Like, way too good. But now we've got our 2 pieces. If I can find the other one. And that's how you part a piece of wood. There you go. That is how you do it. Come here to learn. Get over there. You bastard. We can't do it. Because I can't get my chuck in unless I can get this spur out. Sorry about the what's probably a really annoyingly loud thing. Wow, that is in there really good. I have a knockout bar. Yeah, I do, except that it doesn't reach when I've got this piece on here. So, I mean, I could take that off and use the knockout bar. Get in there. Nope, next one. What do you suppose the chances are that this thing's actually big enough to... No, it's not. Oh. Just barely. It's probably not super secure. It'll be secure enough for snowmen, hopefully. That's almost entirely closed. That's pretty much entirely closed. Everything's going really well. We'll make 2 snowman bodies out of this chunk of maple. Everything's going really well. Mark them off. I get 2 snowman bodies and then a gnome head. Remember gnomes? Remember the gnomes? Anybody? snowmans. Sand them up. Drill the first one's head, part it off. Drill the second one's head, part it off. Make 2 snowmans tonight. So I gotta put, because of how awesome this thing is. I gotta find my tool that puts the damn carbide thing back. I was just like way too heavy on it. It's got a little carbide, in case you guys are unfamiliar with the Easy Wood Tools parting thing. It's got a little carbide deal that goes in it that you put in, and then this little tool goes in that hole and just leverages it down into the... Should I think I'm upside down? Nope. Nope, it's in. Quicksand, we're not going to go overboard with them. They are they're tree ornaments. Loud noises. 2 snowman bodies. Sanded to 340. That's lots. I don't really want to spray my phone, so. Do a couple coats of lacquer. Let it dry for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and part them off and drill some head holes. Leave that running. Those will dry for a few minutes. Part them off, make some hats. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the professional way to make 2 snowman bodies on your lathe. That's the world-class turning way. Who is it? Said they tune into this show for the intellectual conversation and the world-class turning. That's world-class turning right there. Just jam the parting tool in until it snaps the thing in half and they go flying. And you have to go find them. That's how world-class turners do it. Sure to move the and also always make sure to move your tool rest when the thing is spinning full speed. It's true. Daylight saving time. Whoop whoop. Because if there's one thing that makes the world a better place, is for people not to be able to see the sun for a number of months. If there's one thing that's going to help the world, it's for people to just never see the sun for a couple of months at a time. Let's make it so that it's dark both on the way to work and on the way home. For people. We want them to... no, I think we should make it so that they are on their way home just as the sun is setting. Be right back. Gotta go get my retirement fund. Okay. Trying to think of what that might be. Cocaine? What? Oh. Bulk drug purchases? I don't... Go get my retirement fund. Yeah, I don't know what that might be. Powerball ticket. Oh. Be a good fund. I hear that you guys are record-setting lottery down there. We do that fairly frequently. We our stupid lottery like caps at $70 million. But then it builds up like the smaller prizes. So which I think is better. Because then one person isn't getting $2 billion. One person is getting $70 million, but then 30 people are getting $1 million. Which, you know, working third shift meant I only ever saw the sunrise, but was in bed before the sun actually was visible. All I got out of it was vitamin D deficiency. Yeah, no, when I was working 8:30 to 5 at the paper. And I would be on my way to work, and the sun would be coming up. And then I'd be leaving work, and the sun was just going down. I was like, I mean, I guess that's just the fault of, like, society and its working hours and 8-hour work days and stuff. But, like, going to be a wood turning symposium south of you in February. The names are supposed to be there some names are supposed to be there doing demos. That's not helpful. %10 of the population up here, so it's not that far off Powerball. Hey, ratio wise, I suppose 70 million versus the population of yeah, okay. But I don't even know what I would do with $70 million. Well, I have some ideas. But, like, it would go a long way. Hell, I could split it. I could be one of 2 winning tickets and be okay with only $35 million. Always tune in when you stop making stuff. It's true. You do that. I'm making snowman. They're over there. They're just like, we're at the lacquer has to dry for a few minutes, Nadia. Okay? It's not my fault that you show up an hour late. We've got 2 snowmen over there with lacquer drying on them. I'd never wear a pair of socks twice. If you won the lottery, that's a good idea, man. That's a good first thing to decide. If I win the lottery, I am never wearing a pair of socks twice. Good call. I would hope, though, that you would find something to do with the socks after one use that wasn't just like landfill. I don't know what that would be, but that seems wasteful. I had to look up the list of names. Okay, here we go. David Ellsworth, Mark Gardner, Carol Hall, Avelino Samuel, Kent Harris, Keith Larrett, Jack Roberts, Kent Weekly. I know one of those. To be the patron saint of socks, that's true. You'd be like, these were only worn once. I'm going to give them to charity. Do even charities want one-time used socks? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. But man, new socks, like never worn before socks, that's one of life's greatest gifts. The feel of brand new socks on your feet. It's one of this world's best things. A couple more minutes for that to dry. And brand new underwear, and every night you have a new pillowcase. We're just figuring out ways to be wasteful now. buy the extra thick cheese slices. That's not wasteful. Repping the Rough Seas Woodworks shirt tonight. My friend Brad, who gave me this piece of Peruvian walnut. He gave me that slab that we started to flatten a few weeks back. He's given me lots of chunks of wood. And he gave me this shirt. Go follow. He only has Instagram. I think it's his only place that he is. But give him a follow. You have a Rough Seas hoodie coming your way? I didn't know he was doing hoodies. Brad, where's my hoodie? Did you have to buy it, or is he giving it to you? If he says he's giving you a free hoodie, he's gonna get a message after the show. You're paying for it? All right. Okay. See if that's dryish. It's dryish. Let us drill a hole in that guy's head. Doesn't need to be super deep. That's backwards. Should be going forwards when you drill the hole in the guy's head. It's much more efficient cutting action that way. That's lots. Part him off better than we did last time, hopefully. Let's put this on just in case we don't. Just go to there, and we'll cut it off. Go. One little snowman. Ooh, see, there was not, he's not in there real good. It's like the smallest you can possibly get. this guy's head too. You want to make your blank just a little bit bigger than I did so that it actually grabs in your chuck, or you want to use your smaller chuck jaws. Start this guy off too. Always move your stuff when it's spinning at full speed. Snowman guy number 2. Well, I'll spend a little bit of time finishing up the bottom of these off camera, I guess, off live show. Right, 2 bodies. I'll make this into a gnome body at some point. Was not biting very hard. Let's start with this one in the chuck. Hats. Snowman hats. Here we go. This is gonna stink like a rhinoceros with indigestion after eating a bunch of used hockey equipment. Whoa. Always move your tool rest. It's nice stuff, though. It smells terrible, but it's nice stuff. Beauty. Do we hack this one in half too? Probably. I get 3 hats out of half of this. All right, 3 snowman hats. Maybe 4. Because that's basically a snowman hat right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. A little hot, a little taller. Give me some room to part it off. Snowman hats. That wasn't a very good angle for you guys. This stuff, it cuts really nice. It just smells just horrific. But like I was not being careful, and I am not even gonna sand these. I'm gonna sand this one because just at the edge. Crazy. Yeah, I like this. Gonna knock off the edges a little bit. That's straight off the carbide tool. I am gonna just finish all of these and part them off one at a time after I drill the hole. That's pretty cool. I like this stuff better than I thought I was going to. I mean, it reeks. It reeks in here. But in terms of like the cuts, like that's well, they're also, I mean, we're keeping our expectations low too, right? They're tree ornaments. They're not for, you're not handling these things, they're just decorative. Make sure to really spray your phone, yeah. It does help protect, like, if you need an extra layer of protection on your cell phone, film a YouTube show using your cell phone and have it facing the lacquer spray. And it'll probably help you out at least a little bit. There are very few times that spraying lacquer in your shop makes it smell better than it did before you did that. Peruvian walnut is one of those times. Here we go. We got top hats on the way to go with our little snowman bodies that we made. They are going to, I'm going to undercut them so that they seat nice along here. So that won't be quite as obvious, like that transition won't be quite as obvious. So I'm going to drill the hat hole, undercut it a little bit before parting it off. I can still, like, as strong a smell as lacquer is, I can still smell the Peruvian walnut. Like, it's just, it's probably because it's all over me. Nice plane collection you got going behind me. Thank you, Mike Foote. Welcome to the show, my friend. It's, apparently I'm not happy enough with it because I did just order a Veritas low angle smoothing plane to add to it. There's Beckham with the safety police. You should always wear a respirator when you're spraying lacquer. I worked with lacquer about a year ago. Must have inhaled a lot of it and my lungs were killing you for like 2 weeks. Well, yeah, if I was... Okay. I appreciate that. You know that I appreciate you. If I was industrially spraying lacquer a lot, I would do a better job of protecting my lungs. I am trying to save up money to do a better job of protecting my lungs in general. a few spritzes of lacquer, the amount of lacquer that I spray, and in fact, the amount of work that I do that creates dust and that could get in my lungs, like, we're not talking about hundreds of gigaparticles. Gigaparticles is like a term for like the thousands of particles. And we only have one life to live, and and the plain wall does come first. Okay, it was on sale. If the respirator that I want ever comes on sale for 20% off, but it doesn't. We all know not to follow along with how I do things, especially in terms of lung safety. And I also have to be able to talk during these, like, even after I get my Papper air helmet thing, I don't even know that I'm going to use it on the live show, because I just have to keep taking it off and putting it back on in order to actually, like, communicate with you guys. Like, I don't. But it was on sale. I'm gonna use that, like, next time I buy something and see if you get away with it. You? What do you mean get away with it? Who you got to justify this to? If there's somebody who you're gonna have to justify this to, you need to have a sit down with that person. Well, I mean, wife, obviously, but I think she would rather see me happy. I would hope that she wants me to be happy in my life, and this makes me happy. The lacquer made a huge impact on me. Now whenever I spray it, I'm really careful and wear a respirator because I don't want to chance it. Yeah, fair. I mean, hey, I do that with sanding cedar. When I sand anything cedar, actually, I almost always, other than lathe stuff, if you guys watch my videos, when I'm sanding, I am out in my driveway almost 100% of the time. And it's a breezy day and I'm standing downwind and I've got fans blowing out of my garage. Like, except for lathe stuff, which is at the back of my shop, whenever I'm sanding, I'm like on a table in front of my garage outside. I have put off finishing projects because we got a week of rain and I'm not going to sand it in my shop. And a 4K camera. Yeah, that I don't use. Because it's annoying to me. I need an intern. I need an intern camera person who I can give, like, I hate the whole idea of unpaid internships, but this is the world in which we live. And if I could have an unpaid intern that I could give credit to for their education, for being camera person for me and learning video editing and videography and stuff, I would do that. Mud at M Cube Custom Woodworks. Welcome to the show. Never seen that before, never seen that name before. You are more than welcome to hang up. Couldn't be no worse than the mistakes I made with sanding epoxy and breathing the dust. Yeah. Before I knew how toxic it was, and it made me sick. I have the same problem with respirator you do. This one? Or this one. I have a 3M respirator with the cartridges and stuff on it, but it doesn't seal on my face, so there's almost no point. There's minimal amount of good that it does. People are like, well, at least it'll do something, but it only kind of does almost nothing, and it's uncomfortable, and it's not worth the amount that it actually does, because the air takes the path of least resistance, and that's around the thing. I just have to learn how and where to place a camera when you start turning. I would like to have an overhead shot instead of always being behind and to the side. I would like to rig up something with like an what I'd like to do is I'd like to make one of those Adam Savage articulating arm thingies with the attachment on it for your phone. That's what I would like, so that I could do like behind and then behind to the right and then up and above. But I don't know what that crinky stuff is that he uses to make those. Seems rad though. It's probably expensive. He's a very wealthy individual and can just like buy whatever he wants. So it's like this locking knobby, like it's almost like my tripod. It's whatever they. It's not exactly the same stuff, but it's the type of stuff that they make the Joby Gorilla Pods out of. And he just gets it in long ass things, and it'd be cool to get an articulating arm around the lathe for different shot placement. Should cut down some of this dowel. Normally I do it on my bandsaw, but my bandsaw tail, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, is full of cans of spray paint and other goodies. So I'm just going to do it by hand. Got the saw out already. Might as well, while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, just chop down some of this. Do like 7/8 of an inch kind of pieces. Give or take. It's not that important. All they're doing is connecting a hat to a body. Lock line? That sounds right. I'm sure I could watch back. He made a new one not that long ago, and I watched the video and he said what it was. But I'm only doing 2. I don't need to keep cutting this. There we go. 2 little chunks of dowel. Send the little cut bits off the end. Now I've got my, they'll go in the head and into the hat. Apparently this stuff is a little bit, this dowel is a little bit undersized, but tight bond thick. It's gap filling. Thanks, Tight Bond, for making a fantastic product. Yes, I have a financial, I don't have a financial connection to Starbond. They do send me glue for free. They don't pay me to use it, and they don't pay me to talk about it, other than the fact that they send me it for free. Not only do they send me it for free, they send it to other people for free on my behalf for giveaways and stuff. Kapla just got a box of free Starbond glue. It's kind of like an internship. You're not wrong. They don't give you any money when you use it buying your code. Yeah, I get it. I get money for if you guys use my code to buy it. I get money, but I don't get money like to do ads for them. Like I don't do like a hey everybody, I'm gonna talk about Starbond glue today, and they pay me money. Like, and they're not giving me any money to talk about Starbond glue on my show. Ooh. Apparently I had an alarm set. Like Tightbond does the Wood Whisperer. No, Tightbond pays Wood Whisperer actual money just to say I use Tightbond glue. They give him free glue and money. Starbond just gives me glue. Completely different kind of, like, that's why at the beginning of the Wood Whisperer videos, he says this show is sponsored by Tightbond glue. They have paid him money to have him say that. Alarm set for 7:13. Yeah. Apparently. On Monday, right? Why would I do that? I got a show. Who knows? Beer. Well, the hats are lacquer drying. Those are going to be nicer hats, I think, than the last round of hats. Where I stacked the 4/4 American black walnut. These are going to be nicer hats. It's a darker, richer brown. I was experimenting last time, and I had a bunch of chunks of 4/4 walnut, so I made little stacks and did it that way. I think these are better hats. Didn't really follow him when Powermatic sponsored him. Not a fan of people pushing sponsors in your face. I understand that. I think he was one of the better ones about not pushing his sponsors. Like Powermatic sponsored his shop and gave him his tools, and he used their name as like, I'm sponsored by Powermatic. Welcome to the show. But he didn't do a lot of like, this is why you should buy a Powermatic tool type stuff. It was just very evident that he used Powermatic tools and they paid him money to use them. That's fine. I don't care what tool company you are. You send me all of my tools to outfit my shop and have me say that this show is sponsored by you at the beginning of every one of my shows and pay me money to say that, I'll use your tools. Guarantee. When they stopped paying, he sold the tools? Yes, he did. Why wouldn't you? Well, and also that was like, what, an 8-year arrangement that they had? So he made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of them, and then he made a lot of money off selling those tools too, to replace them with other things. Yeah. Someone would send you a bandsaw? Yeah, but yeah, good luck. I mean, hey, I'll not fault anybody on taking advantage of free tools that are sent to them in order to say the name of that tool when they're talking about it. Nope. If Raycon or Laguna or King County, if Ryobi wanted to set up my shop for me with Ryobi tools, no, I wouldn't. Nope. Cordless hand tools? Sure. I couldn't run my shop with a Ryobi bandsaw and table saw and lathe. I don't think Ryobi makes a lathe, but yeah, everybody, you need to go sign up for the Laguna 14BX giveaway if you don't know about it. Penel, you want to find us a link? I signed up over you go to their Instagram page, you click the link in their bio or whatever it is that takes you to the giveaway page, and you sign up. They're giving away a 14BX this month. Laguna does a giveaway like frequently. You guys should follow Laguna on their social media channels. I think the last one I saw was like a Supermax drum sander. They gave away a table saw a little while ago. Like, Laguna gives away really good tools pretty frequently. There it is. Penel's got it. lagunatools.com/14bx-giveaway ... other things. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. If Verathane wanted to sponsor me, well, they'd have to pay me money on time. They wouldn't be able to just supply me with free Verathane finishing products. They would have to pay me to use them. And at this point, I don't think they would, because I have videos out in the world that talk about how shitty they are as products, including this one. Giving free products isn't sponsorship. I know. That's what I'm talking about. I am not sponsored by Starbond. I have a business arrangement with them where they give me free glue. I use it on the show. I have an affiliate link where other people get a discount by using that link, and I get a kickback for sending people to them. But they do not pay me to sponsor the show. I have the same relationship with Starbond as I do with Waldrop Guitars. He sends me free stuff. I say his name when I use it. Except I don't get money for sending people to Waldrop Guitars to buy stuff. Hey, Paul. I need an affiliate link, my friend. If anybody ever goes and buys a Waldrop guitar because of coming here and hearing about him, I expect a little something, something. Oh man, it's too bad I don't have an 1/8 inch, not shitty drill bit, so I can finish this up. If someone buys a guitar and I refer them, you give me $200. Okay. This is now a formalized. Anybody buys a guitar from Paul Waldrop, you have to mention me in some capacity. If Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff sent me to your shop, I would like to buy this guitar, please. Then Paul, send me $200. We'll shake on it right now, live on the show. That's good enough for me. That was more than I was expecting to get out of that. But is it 200 Canadian? Yeah, that's fine. We're probably, I don't actually know what we're at right now. It'll be, that'd be about $1.80, $1.70 maybe. I don't know what the exchange is right now. That doesn't matter. I'll take $200 Canadian every time you sell a guitar that somebody found because of me. I think that's win-win-win. 148.12. Deal. Until that goes up, it's 200 Canadian every time. I don't care. Did you get a Plano guitar from Paul? Do you get a Plano guitar from Paul? No. That's a good point. Actually, Kapla might have a good point. To formalize this agreement, I think that I should have a Waldrop guitar sent to me. Starbond sends me free glue. If Waldrop Guitars sent me a free guitar, I could play it on the show and then refer people to you. You probably don't want me playing the guitar as like an example. Maybe a neck. Maybe like I do think that we should still collab on a neck. If you send me a neck, I put a body in it, test it out on the show. You send me a body neck and let me wire it? No, I'll take it to Tyler. We'll do it. Settle down. We'll do a 3-way collaboration. You send me the neck, I'll put it in a body, I'll take it to Tyler to wire up, and then we'll get my boy Gibby Nick to play it. Actually, that does sound like a really good collaboration. If you make a neck, I make a body, and then Tyler wires it up, and then I get Nigel to play it. That actually sounds like a really rad idea. I think we need to make Tyler do more. How about you send me a neck without any frets in it. I'll put it in a body, give it to Tyler to fret and crown and polish. And we'll give it to Nigel. He'll play it at a show. Or fretwork, just what I want. Yeah, I imagine you do. I think that's probably exactly what you want to do with your life. Is just all the fretwork all the time. Right? You don't want to do woodworking. Just make a fretless guitar? No. Fretless guitars? No. But... Okay. So... I made a post on Instagram a couple of days ago. Because I went to a concert on Friday night and was reminded yet again that I really want a cello. I've never really understood why I want a cello, but every time I see one played well, I am reminded again that I really, really want a cello. And I'm a woodworker. I don't play yet, but I have a 1950s Hofner archtop that I'll be learning to play on. Hey, sweet! I should buy yours from you. Sean McGill has a cello that he wants to sell. But in that post, I said something along the lines of like, I was reminded again tonight that I really want a cello. Maybe I should make one. And I said it facetiously, but How awesome would it be to make a cello? I mean, cellos are expensive ass. I know I can make one cheaper than that. It won't be as good as one that it won't be as good as one that was made by somebody who knows how to make a cello. But I could make a cello shaped hollow thing that could take strings and see, McGill, exactly. I won't have to fret it. That's where this whole thing started, is because somebody said make a fretless guitar. I don't have to make frets on a cello. It's the worst part of making a guitar, is putting frets in it. And I don't have to do that on a cello. So, having built several acoustics, including a harp guitar. Oh, there goes my... Hold on. Oh. I gotta get my piece of dowel. Oh, there it is. Okay. Having built several acoustics, including a harp guitar, a cello would be a huge endeavor. Yeah, but it would also be super rad. I would win the Great Guitar Build-Off 2023 if I made my first cello next year. Settle down, Davies. This is not a thing, but I'm just saying, like, making a cello would be super rad. And your first 2023 resolution. I already said, wasn't it last week that I said I'm going to make more than one guitar next year? Is it cool if I change that to more than one stringed instrument? Are you going to make your own bow for the cello? Let's settle down. Okay? Like, this is a terrible idea already. And now you're like, oh, but if you do that, it's like, come on. It's already a terrible idea, and now you're adding on top of it. It's like, are you going to invent your own finish to finish the cello? I'm not saying that I'm going to build a cello. I'm saying if I built a cello next year for the Great Guitar Build-Off, I should win. I should win the guitar building competition by building my first cello. If I did that. And I do think it would be super awesome. I just don't even know how I would learn to do it. Like, is there anybody on YouTube making cellos that I could learn from? I don't know any cello makers. How can you win a guitar building competition by not building a guitar? Well, because the guitar building competition is about building stringed instruments. Even this year, there's even a category that's called something like, I don't know, what's the one that Tyler, what'd you go in? It's like I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the menagerie competition or whatever. Freestyle. That's what it is. It's like you just make whatever you want that has strings on it. Category. Could send you tiny hand planes that you use for acoustic guitars. I would probably need some tiny curved hand planes to hollow out the giant top and back of my. How big is the body of a cello? So I have a big ass slab of flame maple over here. That I was gonna make into a coffee table. But if I could get a book match top and back of a cello out of this, because it's got cracks in it, but they're only on the right half. I've got like half a clear 3-inch thick flame maple slab. $29.7 I think that slab was 44. Is that the width? 29.7 wide on a cello? McGill, yes, a four. I would love to know the dimensions of a 4/4 cello. Because I think I have 12 or 13 of clear flame maple that I could book match twice out of this slab. I can do top and back. If it's less than about 24, 25, 26 wide. 120, what? 223, 26 inches, 3/4, 26 to 27. Oh, people looking it up. That's awesome. Okay, a 4/4 full cello is 30 inches. Is this width or is this height? I assume we're talking about width at this point. God, no. Are we seriously considering this? Length, width, 30 inches by 17.75 wide. I could get a book matched top and back. I just had a glitch. We just disconnected for a second. I could get a book matched flame maple top and back for a cello out of this slab of maple over here. Oh. Then I just need, what else do I need? I need probably like a steam box and or a hot pipe bending jig to bend the sides. Should be spruce back and back. It should be. Top should be spruce, back and sides are maple. Okay, this is not about what should be, okay? And if it's gonna be spruce, I can get that for free wherever the hell I want it. Basically, it's just like I could just go ask people for just random spruce, and they'll give it to me. In fact, I have. No, maybe. Nice wide chunk of spruce up there. Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna think on whether or not I want that to be one of my. I really do want it to be one of my major resolutions for next year, to make a cello. Like, you know what? Shut up! I made a cello. You know. Instead of making an acoustic guitar first, he went from making solid body electric guitar twice, hypothetically, before I start the cello. He made 2 solid body electric guitars, and then instead of making an acoustic guitar, he made a frickin' cello. Benell's got a good point. How about we start with the shop stool? It's a valid point. How about we start, in fact, by parting off a couple of these hats and getting them joined onto SNOWMAN. Talking about where to start. Let's start there. I need one of these. Man, how rad would it be to make a cello? Let's see, this is, yeah, that's fine. I don't need that. Okay. a snowman hat. God, it smells so bad. Top hat number 2. There we go. I don't need the rest of those right now. See, obviously we've met me and I didn't measure anything to see if, yeah, I made the thing short enough, the dowel short enough to get the thing. Something on my face. Okay. Beauty. Beauty. Get some Starbond from the shop fridge. Go with the thick to fill that slightly loose mortise. Which was probably partially due to the wandering drill bit and partially due to that piece of dowel not being exactly a 1/4 inch. Get some around top there. Again, I don't know why I'm like, this is not a piece of furniture. That's going to be plenty enough Starbond thick to keep this thing together. It's not like this is a mortise and tenon that is going to have racking pressure on it. Like, in all honesty, I probably could make these and just glue the hat onto the top of the body. But more glue surface, more mechanical. Well, it's not really a mechanical connection, but this guy's hat got a little bit of a roundy. That's cool. That's all we're doing tonight, though. We're making 2 guys, 2 bodies, and 2 hats. If you want to see how they get finished, I do have a video on my channel from about a year ago where I make 10, a dozen of these. Basically, it's going to get a scarf around the middle of them. It's going to get some black acrylic paint marker to do the dots, and it's going to get a piece of orange dowel made into a nose. But I'm happy with getting 2 sets of body and hat out of tonight, along with some good conversation about maybe a cello. It's a terrible idea. I'm already terrible at ideas. Why would I want to take most of next year to make one project? Because it'd be a rad project. God, that stuff stinks so bad. So bad. Keeps it centered. Yes, it does. Well, it keeps it centered if the drill bit was centered. So yeah, it adds a lot of extra glue surface, and because you're going to be hanging it from the hat, all of the weight of the thing is going to be trying to pull that down. So more glue surface is better. I mean, there are definitely reasons to do it. Longevity is basically the main reason to do it. I made a violin once, took about 7 months. Lots of carving the top and bottom. Made it for your son, he still plays it. There you go. See? And I guarantee you, if I took most of next year to make a cello, I was going to say I would play it all the time, but no, I wouldn't probably, because I don't know how to play a cello. But I would definitely be very, very proud to have put the effort in and to have made the instrument that it would become. And it would not, as much as I would like to think that it would not be a waste of a year. It would be probably disappointing in terms of YouTube. Because I mean, I took 5 months to make my first guitar. And I got, I don't know, 600 or 700 people watched that. But I'm gonna keep thinking on it. I think it'd be great. I think it would be a legacy. I think it would be a legacy project. 5 months to make a solid body electric, 5 years to make a cello. Well, no, because while I was making the solid body electric, I actually did make a lot of other things. If I was going to make the cello, that would be my only project while I was making the cello. Probably. Other than turning. I'm just going to keep thinking on it. Maybe it's a thing. No guarantees. Anyway, we are going to say goodnight for this one. 2 hours and 16 minutes in. We made 2 almost snowmen. I'm going to go buy an 1/8 inch brad point drill bit tomorrow to do the nose hole. And then literally, I color, I Sharpie orange. I orange Sharpie like the tip. I cut it off, I plug the hole, and then I draw eyes. And where'd my actual example go? He's over there. Like from here we're basically done. The eyes and buttons are just acrylic paint pen. The nose is just a hole with an orange Sharpied chunk of dowel in it. And then a scarf out of like 1/2 inch ribbon. I have a friend that wants you to make a Les Paul half wood and a epoxy. It'd be fun. If you think it'd be fun and he's going to pay you enough money to make it worth your time. And how good a friend is this person? Yeah, balance that out. That'd be a cool project. I've got the start of essentially a Les Paul Junior, except it's a semi-hollow body. It's like a cross between a Les Paul Junior and a thin line Telecaster. If that makes any sense, that I have started. Send you one of those, Mike. Send me one of those, Mike. What? The snowman? I can add it to your package that you still haven't been sent because I suck. If you want to add a snowman Christmas ornament to your package that I suck at and still haven't sent, I will absolutely do that, Beckham. Once I get them finished up. Such a good dude. Thanks very much, my friend. If you're actually interested, I will absolutely add it to your bill. And put it in the package. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming and sitting through all this nonsense. Little snowmans. And I've got enough wood for about 8 or so more of them, which should be lots for Christmas market, I think, with bowls and pens and charcuterie boards. I'm going to make some gnomes as well, because those were popular last year. Maybe some bottle stoppers that just have a hole drilled in them and they're filled with epoxy, and I just... Some chef's knives. Bye for now. Thanks so much for coming. Who knows what next week is? Next week might be gnomes. It might be more pens. It might be bottle stoppers. It might be pen blanks. It might be pen blanks. It might be... Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Next week will be something else that is Christmas market build up. But I may have been started on the shop stool by next week and could show parts or progress. We'll see. Bye for now. Thanks very much. Welcome to the show, Mud and M Cubed Custom Woodworks. If you give me a name, I will try to remember it, unless you're okay with me just calling you Mud. I'm relatively good at remembering names of people who have like business names. So like Brickhouse Woodworks is Seth. Misfit. No, I don't remember Misfit. Because he just said just call me Misfit. Adam. Alan. Misfit is Alan. Lawnmower Detective, I think it's John. Anyway, if you don't mind me calling you Mud, then don't worry about it. But if you want me to try to remember your name, I'll do that. Unless you left because I already said like, okay, bye everybody. Waldrop Guitars is Paul. Yes. It's a good point, Pinnell. Appreciate you helping out. All right. Maybe Mud will be back next week and we can talk about it then. Later, everybody. Am I going to make a cello? It's such a terrible idea.